So what do people mean whenever they take vows nowadays? What's going on? My name is Jeremy Cash. Welcome back to The Division. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers by clicking that subscribe button.
Yep.
We got my boy JB Perez from the Podheads. As always, follow them. Click on all their social medias. They're on every
Hashtag Weed Wednesday, 7 p.m. live. Every platform.
Every possible social media and all the podcast areas and everything too. So anyways, today we're talking about divorce rates a little bit. Did you know that 80% of divorce rates are initiated by women?
80% of divorce rates are initiated by women. No, I did not know that. But something about that doesn't surprise me.
And when they're college educated, it's 90%.
Interesting. That's interesting. What does that mean, huh?
Yeah.
The more educated, the more you tend to be divorced. Like maybe they don't.
Not just that. You'll see.
Okay.
Watch this. We got take that one.
And just make them that person.
Did you know that women leave men 80% of the time, and if they're college educated, it's 90. So if you get divorced, it's 80% of the time like the woman leaves. And one of the number one predictors of divorce is actually if the woman out earns the man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love that.
That makes sense.
Love that. I can't lie.
Not that it makes sense, but
yes.
yes.
You don't think that's kind of
So the number one predictor is that she makes more.
Makes more money. Yeah, yeah. It's that ego, right? That ego shows up again. Bro, I would not mind if my lady made more money than me. In fact, she does make more money than me.
And so, but it's also how much more. Sometimes they significantly more. Like a guy will be making like 30,000. They'll be making 100.
I mean, I'm interested to see what the age group is in regards because I don't see it. Like, why would that be your X factor there?
Yeah, because here's my thing.
Like, you want to live good?
and we'll get more into it later. But my thing about this is imagine if all men did this.
What do you mean?
If all men just as soon as they made more than their fucking woman, like decided to go ahead and leave and meet another woman who is that, like there would be no more marriages.
Sure, I hear what you're saying.
Because every single marriage that I know of personally, there's a couple that I know of that the woman makes more than the man, but a lot of them, the man makes more than the woman.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's forever since the beginning of history, I think men have made more money than women. It's just now starting to flip, for real. So I understand her point, and being educated, I understand they're educated, so they take less shit. You know what I mean? Like maybe. Mama and grandma, even though they were probably smart, they didn't have the options that a lot of women do, right? Yeah. The freedoms, the Me Too movement behind them, right? So they had to eat a lot of shit.
Well, I mean, back in obviously before the 50s or whatever, you couldn't even get a credit card or
exactly. Women's rights, it feels like just
without having somebody sign off on it.
I'm not surprised that the numbers are that. I'm not surprised that it's the women either. I am surprised it's that the catalyst there is the money. Like that's surprising to me because I don't know, my mentality is like if I marry somebody, right? I don't necessarily marry them for their money. I mean, if you did that, that's hello.
Our money, and we're saving that for later for retirement.
Yeah, it's us. Like that's how I would love to think. Maybe not all relationships are like that, but again, I'm interested to see what the age group's at because I feel like
I don't think they have it broken down in this video particularly, but we'll keep going.
Shitty.
No, I'm like, girl, you go get that. You go get a man, and like, you go get that. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Like, why is there like a lack of empathy for men?
It's not a lack of empathy.
But there is because like they're breaking up a family, a lifelong commitment, and a home, and your reaction is you go get the bag, sis, or like.
I see. Okay.
When that's actually that's a sad situation.
That is that's a whole different. Okay, so you know me.
If a man wanted it enough and wanted to.
Yeah, if you know me, I love to take everything by every situation, and in this context, she's absolutely right. Like, why would you, as a woman, break up your entire family just to chase that bag? Because you can. That's kind of effed up.
And like, what does that mean for? That's what I was talking about whenever I started the show. Is like, what do vows even mean anymore? For richer or poorer, for sickness and health. But now all of a sudden, it's fucking.
Again, I asked
I'm
the
gonna
question.
marry you until something better comes along.
I asked the question about age because I feel like this is a younger mentality. Right? I'll say it like that. I mean, these guys right here look younger than 30. Yeah. So I think it's just social media, right? Taking selfies. ego, self-confidence, all that plays into I'm not taking your shit or whatever. I'm gonna get my bag, because right now it's about bagging everything, right? Turn your hobby into money, get your money any way you can. That's a bad mentality, bro. Yeah, and especially in this situation when you got a family involved, just to go get money. Yeah, it's rough.
Be enough. Then we could argue that he could be enough.
But he can't, because she out earned him. Like that's what I'm saying. So in this situation,
but if it was possible for her, why isn't it possible for him? If she could do it and make that money, why couldn't he?
I think there are times where you make less money. Like my dad's in the top 0.5% of earners. There were times where he was barely making any money.
Yeah.
And my mom stayed because she's a loyal bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm not going to
Again,
say
talking about
sis when you
her
leave a
parents,
lifelong
right? An older
commitment and
generation.
family you made because you out earned your husband.
But then it depends on if your priority is money, if your priority is
Right. So what I'm saying,
what's
your
priority?
Is that's selfish and that's wrong.
Yeah.
And and you're saying you go, sis, and I say I have a lot of empathy for the men that go through that.
Yeah.
And so I just don't understand this, like why do we immediately take the woman's side?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not immediately, no. And
but right there you did, because I gave you some stats and some numbers.
I did.
That was, and it's
right in the beginning of the segment. I did get your, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they take less shit. Women take less shit, but I didn't know the context. So she's absolutely 100% right. Why do we all of a sudden just give her the pass? Because, you know, Me Too movement, right? We've talked about that on our show. The Me Too movement you gotta be slow down a little bit on the Me Too movement in these kinds of situations. So
I don't know. It's just really crazy.
Interesting.
Again, what do vows really mean? And I don't feel like that. Like the girl on the left, she definitely doesn't understand what the fuck a vow means, and like what
a promise,
what it means to be a wife or to marry someone. And I feel like a lot of people don't. I feel like they're very flippant about these things. There's like, oh, because divorce is available to them, they just automatically like, if it doesn't work out, I'll just get divorced. It's like, bro, that's not how you should be fucking thinking about shit.
Yeah, I knew a lot of people in the military who thought that way, who got married for the money. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because then you get like on-base housing and
all that
shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
So that mentality has. You know, that sanctity of marriage.
That's where if you were going to do some shit like that, you need to find like another person that's in the military that you guys both get that fucking money. And you use it as like a business partnership.
Scheme the government here.
Actually fucking be together. Just go fuck other people. And that way there's not ever an issue. Because that's what ends up happening anyways.
Yeah, right? That's true. At least be real about it. That's funny. That's
and
so
you're
true.
You're not mad at each other. And you can get divorced amicably because it was just a business partnership to begin with.
Yeah, those numbers aren't surprising. And she makes some great points. And I don't think it's going to get any better with the way just the world is going. Social media, right? Confidence, ego, bag chasing. Just the way of the world, man. It's headed in this direction, what she's talking about.
Yeah.
What will that turn into as far as relationships? Bro, I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to the animal nature in all of us, right? Everybody's, what's the word, monogamous? No, that's not right.
Polyamory?
But yeah, exactly, right? Animal stuff. Spread my seed. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know either, man. It's just disappointing that people don't really take this shit seriously whenever they are saying those words. Like, words mean things to me, like, and so whenever I say something to somebody, like, I mean that shit. And I feel like a lot of dudes will suffer in silence and not even try to initiate a divorce, even though it's, you know, really shitty for him or whatever. He'll just sit there in silence and
that's another example.
And that's why, again, it's 80%. And then again, if they're college educated, 90%.
Yeah, this is another side effect of this generation is the lack of communication. Like, you think social media, you are available, but you're talking less. You're sharing less about your emotions, about your relationships, and these are the results. I mean,
yeah. I also feel like a lot of people don't ever want to ever be real. They always have like this persona that they have online that they want to maintain in real life, and so they act like that. They always try to look for experiences that lift their fucking social media up, and instead of just having fun at the time, like that's why like I don't really go out and take pictures all the time, and people. I mean, I've had girlfriends ask me why I don't take pictures, and I'm like, dude, because I'm just gonna see this again. Like, I plan on coming to here to see this again. Sure. Like, I'm not rich or anything, but that's the way my mentality is. Like, I'm going to just come see this again. I'm not gonna just take a picture and remember it one time.
Yeah, trying to live life through your own eyes, essentially, right? Not through the social media filter that we all have.
Memories of this whenever I'm older, and like have core memories instead of just like I have a core memory of trying to set a camera up and that shit not fucking working, and me having a goddamn horrible day because I'm trying to take just the right picture and I can't get it right. Like, fuck all that shit, bro. That's not the way to live life, in my opinion. So
I agree.
if you're gonna live life like that, or you like that's gonna be like a huge part of it, you need to just hire somebody to fucking do that shit for you. Like you need, that way you can live your life while they film it.
I think when the generation gets up to the age of 60s, 70s, I think it might come back to bite them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that means necessarily, but it just doesn't seem like the right path.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
All right, well, guys, until next time,
Deuces.
watch these videos over there. Subscribe right here. And if you can disprove the things that I'm saying, then please share that with me in the comments. And I'd like to be proven wrong. So please start discussions, please. Do it. I'm telling you. Please again. Please, please.